So as Dan mentioned, we usually come up with a list of technologies. In this case, it's 12. We've been doing this for several years. Of course, not all the teams always stays together. We kind of rotate members, as Andrea mentioned. We try to cover a pretty broad spectrum of the industry and academia. And this year, of course, with the pandemics, was a lot more challenging than usual. But also, that created several opportunities to look at areas that we normally don't cover as technologies. I'm not going to go and list all these, but you should know that this is a process that involves voting and involves selecting the top technologies with the extended team that you saw in the first slide that Dan presented. We've been doing this for a long time, and it's considered kind of a well-oiled process coordinated by Dan, who's an excellent coordinator of these activities. Next slide. We are covering roughly technologies in five major buckets. I mean, addressing pandemics is clearly top of mind for many of us, and we're talking about remote workforce technologies and social distancing technology, for example. AI is almost a cross-cutting set of issues. It touches many of the areas, and in this particular case, it touches from how to train AI with synthetic data, how to instill trust in AI processes, but also in areas like additives manufacturing, which is a little less intuitive on how it fits. Then we have a bucket in like reliability and security, where we're dealing with areas like fake news detection or election security, which are very hot topic these days. And finally, we're also looking at core technologies and such as computational memory computing, and HPC as a service. And next slide. Of course, the picture isn't as simple as we try to paint it. There's a lot of correlation between these technologies. There's a lot of overlap. I mentioned AI as being one of the technologies together with machine learning that really cuts across many of these topics, and you'll see it mentioned in several places. This picture tries to give you an idea on how these kind of clusters of technology are related to one another. Hopefully, as we move forward in the presentation, you get a better sense, and then you'll have an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the presentation.